Come on, Bill, hurry up.
For 25 years, Roy and his family have been the sole stock providers for the Williams Lake Indoor Rodeo, but their involvement with the rodeo world started long before that.
Our family ran a ranch, and we did a bunch of different rodeo events, and we started in the practice pen, and we bought a few bulls and some cattle. And as we got out of high school, we basically had an opportunity when another contractor sold his business to become a partner with him. And we started in that way, and 4 or 5 years down the road, we bought him out, and we kind of continued on from there. So the first rodeo that we did was 1984 at C+ Rodeos, and I was first year removed from high school. My brother was still in grade 12, so we've been at it a while.
Now, with nearly 30 years of rodeo experience, Roy spends his days taking care of his athletes, making sure these animals are prepared for the big day.
I like to consider myself a general manager, and my athletes are the four-legged ones. So basically our job is finding them that work for the cowboys, and it's a huge, huge venture. You know, some of the horses will put 4 or 5 years into finding out what they are and if they're going to be successful, and the bulls the same thing. And like any other athlete, you know, sometimes they have great days, sometimes they miss, but you know, we do everything we can to give them a chance to succeed.
In fact, all the bulls at C+ Rodeo are born and raised there, with tons of room to play, 1,000 acres to be exact. These animals receive all the TLC they need. Of course, with great care must come great performance.
So the bulls here that you see at the rodeo, we raise the majority of our bulls ourselves here on the ranch. The horses we buy from all over the place, and they're all bred specifically to buck. So the way the rodeo business works is the score is out of 100. The livestock provides 50 points and the contestant provides 50 points. So there's no doubt, the guys only can win if the horse competes up to their par. So what we're looking for is a horse that kicks over their head and gives the cowboy a chance to expose himself and make great rides. And the bulls, we're looking for bulls that change directions and buck and are wild and hard to ride. So right from the time they're born, from the time they're bred, to try to get them to be a great rodeo star.
While the rodeo expert works hard to treat these animals like the athletes they are, the rodeo stock industry is a risky one. It requires patience and maybe even a bit of luck too.
And it's a huge, huge venture. You know, some of the horses will put 4 or 5 years into finding out what they are and if they're going to be successful, and the bull's the same thing. So some of the animals that you see at the stampede or the stand at the indoor rodeo, there's horses there that are worth $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. And so we spend a lot of time with them.
Despite the gamble, Roy says watching these athletes grow, combined with the risk of never being for sure, is why he's been doing this for almost 3 decades.
The indoor rodeo in Williams Lake, for example, we buck Thursday night. We have a bit of a tryout session. We use it as a chance to make sure the grounds are set up how we want, and we use that as a chance to buck some young horses and some young bulls. That's what we enjoy the most. What Earl and I still enjoy our business is those young ones when you find the next one. When we go to the stampede and we buck our 10 best ones, we know they're going to buck. When we enjoy the rodeo business the most is with those colts and those calves, when you have a chance to see all my years of work, all our time feeding him, come to an end.